Hello, everybody. This is Lehman Crafton Jr., aka Zorvalachan Less Than Guru, and today, for the sixth day of my character creation challenge, I will be doing D&D 4th edition, which I actually love. It's my favorite edition. You can hate me for it, you can hate D&D 4th edition, but I pretty much hated every other edition except for this edition. I can tolerate the BECME edition for old school playability without getting bogged down by rules and things, but this game I actually liked very much. To me, it brought back the role playing. Its rules were for tactical combat, yes, but its role playing was not restricted by I can't do this unless I have a feat. If you wanted to slide under a table and push it up over somebody, there was a basic rule that allowed that to happen, and that basic rule could allow you to swing from chandeliers without a chandelier swinging feat, and allow you to do tons of stuff with a simple rule of a game master saying that use this skill against this difficulty number and go. But beyond that little rant, I just want to make a character. And I will leave my other parts of a rant to a future review for Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition that I might do in the future. So I'm using the character builder. This is an offline character builder that I absolutely loved. I was not one of the people that during that time that I would subscribe to D&D Insider and then for a month update everything and then wait 6 months and then update everything, cancel my subscription, wait 6 months, update everything, cancel it again. No, I actually stayed the entire time that this was available because I loved it so much and I wanted to support it. When they went to the online character builder, I hated it. It was slow, it was clunky, it used a dying Silverlight program that it was based on. It was only online. That meant when I visited my parents or my brother or anybody that didn't have Wi-Fi at the time that I couldn't use it, and I hated it. So I kept the online character builder. Sadly, my hard drive crashed with the copy uh, that I had. I do have it on another computer, thankfully, and so this, because this is what's connected to my screen recorder, I can't use my laptop. So this is just the basic program that I was able to keep, and we'll just make a basic character. So I'm going to create a new character, and then I have all my choices up and down here. I like the Eladrin. Basically, they took wood elves and high elves, and the high elves became Eladrin, and the wood elves became the elves. A lot of people had problems with it. I don't mind because ever since I started making games my own, I have separated the two into elves with a V, ELV or ELVES, and then elves and elf, ELF, ELFS. So splitting the two did not bother me in the least. It went along with my own version of the elf being the non-magic, non-innate magic woodland elf, and then the elf being the magical. So basically, it was very similar to me. But I like the Eladrin, so I'm going to be Eladrin. So I'm going to choose Eladrin, and then I just hit the next over here. And this character builder made things so easy for D&D 4th edition. It allowed you to just choose all your powers. It gave you updated all the things that you needed to do. Had all the information right at your fingertips to easily make a character. Now, hopefully they have it. Yes, they have the sword mage. I wanted to be a sword mage. I always like actual fighters who use magic, kind of like the magic user of a paladin. More sword play than magic. Magic helps the sword play. It's not a magic user that happens to have a sword. So I got the sword mage, and then I get to simply choose, do I want an assault or shielding? I want to go with the assault, and then that would mean that I'd probably want to choose the Aegis of assault. And if you highlight them over here, they'll tell you exactly what they do. So that's what I'm going to do. And I believe this one is when I mark a target, if they make an attack that doesn't include me as a target, it takes a penalty to attack rolls. And if it hits and I'm within 10, then I can teleport. And the build that I want to do is a teleporting Eladrin because as their special racial ability, they can do a short teleport. So that's the type of thing I'm going, is for a character that can teleport around the battle and do what needs to be done to defend and protect his party members. So choose primary background. Let's see what's in Forgotten Realm. Scales of War General. Let's go General. So I don't want to be specific. So there can be a Drouse Guard. So Dungeoneering and Heal. Let me just look around at things. Drouse Guard sounds pretty cool. I'm not sure if Dungeoneering and Heal might be good or not, but that sounds good. Now here, oh, you can have them auto pick. You can roll some dice. You can use an array. Trying to see, I have 22 points left. So I believe intelligence is what the sword maid uses instead of either dex or strength to hit things. So I want to get that pretty high. Let's go with a 16 for now, and I think I get a +2 to intelligence and a plus to dex. Let me get a couple points in dex, a couple points in charisma. Let's see if I can get let me go dex and intelligence, because maybe it's intelligence that's damage. If not, I can always come back if I find out that I did this wrong. And then we go constitution, maybe get a few more hit points. So I have 0 points left. Let's move on. So in here, your trained skills give you a 5 automatically higher. And it looks like I can get 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and then the Eladrin skill. So let me go athletics, insight, diplomacy, and then for the Eladrin, oh, let me go perception. He's not going to be a stealthy person, so. And basically here is what the scores are going to be, what I add to the D20 roll when I'm trying to do things. So then I get 1 feat to choose. I believe I want to go right now with maybe Student of Sword Magic, where I get a spell book. So I believe that gives me an extra spell. And then I get to choose at-will powers. I believe I get to choose 2 at-will powers. And I did like fourth edition with the 1W, which was what type of weapon you were using, which told you what type of die it would be. Very similar to my size dice that I used in my own game Dunamis, and also in the house rules, homebrew rules that I'm going to use for my upcoming Palladium based system. But I'm trying to remember what things here. So this isn't. This kind of pushes them back. I don't really want that. Frigid blade. That green flame blade. This will hit. But my strength is low, so that's not going to do. Lightning lure. Okay, this one's gonna. This has a range of 3, and then it pulls the person to me so that I can hit them. So I kind of like that. And then I think sword burst would hit multiple people. So I like those two. So then after choosing those, I choose my encounter power. And this was a thing that people said that made them think that it was like World of Warcraft. But I don't know any World of Warcraft character that you would press an ability and you could not use for an entire encounter fighting a creature and then rest for 5 minutes and then use it again. And it's like the daily powers. Where in World of Warcraft do you have to wait an entire day once you press an ability that you have to do? This is basically Vancian magic, but not called Vancian magic, and somehow people couldn't understand that that's what it was. It was you use it, you forget it, how to use it, and then you rest and you wake up and you have it. It's the exact same thing as every other edition of D&D. They just called it daily powers and encounter powers, and people flipped out over it. So I guess I will have a little bit of rant. It's just because changing names and making people flip out just seems to be hilarious in my opinion. So here's going to be a melee weapon, target 1 creature. Intelligence versus that. Flame Cyclone, each creature in a burst. Close blast of 3. This is going to hit 1 creature. This is going to hit 1 creature. Now each creature means this could hit everybody, so I don't know if I want to do this. This one I could do while charging. This one hits a secondary target. Can be any creature within 5 squares. So I'm going to pick this one. And then I get my daily power. This one will give me extra for the rest of the encounter, although that would be equal to strength. I don't have a good strength. Teleport a number of squares equal to your Constitution modifier, which I don't know, I might have a 1, so that's not going to be very good. Frost Backlash. This one, if I hit, I do pretty decent, and even if I miss, I still do half the damage. So as long as it's Whirling Blade. Miss. Repeat the attack against the second target. Ooh, so do I want this one, which has a trigger, an adjacent creature hits you, and then I hit them and still can do half damage. Or this one, I target something, and if I miss it, then I get to try to hit another one, and if I miss again, I can go all the way up to a 4th creature, and then the weapon returns. This sounds really good, so I will pick that. And then apparently I get a power because I picked that sword mage. So I get another daily that I could choose from. I believe I don't get to cast, but I at least get to choose. So I did like that one too. So I will choose this one and then I will move on. And then I have money to buy things with. I have a 100 gold. So the first thing I want to try to do is I want to buy. Um, could I even buy any magic weapons? And I just want to use like a long sword. But I don't think. Nope. The lowest is 360. So I'm going to just have to stick with a normal weapon. And they have red for things that I'm not really going to use. Let's see, D10. Let's see what a long sword is. Long sword is a D8. Heavy blade, versatile. But the broadsword is a D10. And also versatile, 20 gold. And the long sword is 15 gold. I will get the broadsword. So I can use this two-handed and do 1 point of damage. So I want to buy that. And then armor, if I go back to the start, or build maybe? Start. Nope. There should be a way that I can. Oh, here we go. Class. Look at see what type of armor I can get. Cloth and leather. Okay. So go back to shop. Build. Skill, feats, powers. Okay, so I'm in the shop. So let's see. Armor is here. I can use leather, so let me get leather. That's going to be 25. Adventuring gear. So I'm an elf, so I probably can see in the dark, so I don't really need anything like that. Let me get a few rations. I think I can. Oh, I can. 5 gold a piece. Wow. Okay. Weight 10 pounds. Ah, that's rations for 10 days. I see. Okay, yeah. That makes sense that it costs that much. Let me get some rope. Let me get a tent. A bedroll. A backpack to put everything. So the adventurer's kit probably comes with. It includes a backpack, a bedroll, flint and steel, blah blah blah. So everything that I wanted. So actually, let me buy this instead, and then I can get rid of some of this other stuff. I'll get rid of the. I think that came with the rope. Yes. Backpack, 2 sun rods, 10 days worth of trail rations, 50 feet of water skin. Okay, yeah. So I don't even need those extra rations. So I think I can sell those at 100 because let me see if that came with the tent. Adventure kit. Backpack, bedroll, flint and steel, belt pouch, 2 sun rods, 10 days, 50. Okay, so I'll keep the tent. So that keeps me with 30 gold. That's enough to buy things on the fly if need be. So let's go to next. Okay, so the name. Let's call him Van Deer. let's make him male. And they went back to basic D&D, and a lot of people freaked out about it because all they had was like uh, lawful or good, and then unaligned instead of neutral, and then either evil or chaos. Even though it's exactly what the, well, I guess they had a few. They had unaligned for any of the neutral, lawful good, good, evil, and chaotically evil, which is funny to me because the BECMI and basic expert, all of those original ones were only 3 alignments to begin with. Being an elf, he's probably older. I'll have him be 51, and then I can put my name there. I don't have to worry about RPGA. And then next. And now I can save it. So I save it, and then if I want, I can look at a character sheet, and this is what the character sheet, you just press that up, boom, you got your character sheet. You have cards to help you remember what you can do. And again, this is Wizards of the Coast. They came up with magic. You use your spell, you tap it at the end of the encounter, you take a short rest, you get your encounter back. You take a long rest, you get your daily back. It's just like Vancian magic, and they use the cards because it's Wizards of the Coast. They've created Magic the Gathering. It's not anything that is completely crazy in any way, shape, or form. It does not resemble World of Warcraft whatsoever. But I am going to go ahead and save it. Oh, I already saved it. I think there was I already saved it. I need to figure out how to... File, open a new, close, print. So I could print it as a PDF and keep it, or I'm actually going to print this because I'm saving all the characters that I'm making. Oh, I got it as a PDF anyway. I'm saving all the characters that I'm making, and at the very end I'll have something maybe where I show all the characters. So actually, let me... Huh, it's not... There it is. So did that work? Yep, I hear it. So if I want to zoom a little bit, so you can see my character, everything was printed out. Has all your stats, 4 to initiative, I got a 14 AC. .27 hit points. And this is another thing funny. Surges per day, people were complaining about that, even though in 5th edition they don't call them surges a day, they call them hit dice that you can use to heal. So it's funny how all you have to do is change a name, and people are perfectly happy with the result. But that's my rant, and I'm sorry, but I just really liked 4th edition. I understand people were upset about the way that the OSR changed, but as a game itself, I've always just really enjoyed it. This is interesting. It didn't print my first page, but I'll go ahead and I'll stop here. I'll have this printed, and then at the end of everything I will be able to show all my characters. But that is a D&D 4th edition character. my favorite edition of D&D, so hate on me all you want, but I am not ashamed to say it. And I will catch you tomorrow with a special character creation. The Orosh archetype. So until then, I will catch you later.